Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt. Welcome to a deload week. For those of you who have not done this before, a deload week comes up every 6th week. Sometimes I call it deload week, sometimes I don't call it deload week just to trick you. But every 6 weeks we're going to reduce volume and reduce intensity a little bit to provide a little recovery, a little lock-in of the gains that you put in during the 5 hard weeks preceding this one. So every week on deload week, we are going to do our strength work. That will still stay within the normal periodicity and timing and percentages. So there's still some heavy lifting during deload week. Still get your heart rate up during deload week, but it's a lot more accessory work and a lot less pressure on you in terms of like the clock and racing and recording stuff other than your strength work. And then on Saturdays, we'll normally go back to our normal programming. So we have a benchmark megging coming up this Saturday, and which you are always welcome to do at a deload pace if you're not feeling recovered from the week yet, okay? All right, so let's get into the warm up. We're gonna start off with just some basic calisthenics stuff. So some jumping jacks, 12 reps of that, and then 12 reps of a mountain climber. So from the plank position, try to raise the knee to touch the same side elbow, right? That's our mountain climber. Then we're gonna get a empty barbell and we're gonna do each of the 3 rounds progressively heavier. So start empty bar, then maybe like 45, 55, 65 pounds on the second round, 65, 75, 85 pounds on the third round for our push press. But in the warm up, I wanna do a pause version of the push press. So what that means is I'm gonna take my stance, feet underneath the hips, overhand grip on the bar, elbows slightly forward, bar sitting on that shelf created by the deltoid and the clavicle. And I'm just standing tall, legs straight, good upright posture. And when I dip down, I wanna sit into my heels, hips go straight down, and I'm just pausing there for a couple seconds just to perfect this dip. And then one motion up and arms overhead. Okay, so that's our dip drive press, but we're holding the pause at the dip, all right? And the goal there is that when we dip, we are not leaning forward or going up on the balls of our feet. It is a straight vertical dip as if I'm sliding my back down the wall, right? When we dip, you should make sure that you do not go into like a full squat like a thruster. I'm only dipping deep enough to create that little stretch reflex in the calf, ankle, Achilles, knee, hips, right? So it should feel like a basketball bouncing on the ground, right? Dip, drive, press is the push press. All right, next we're gonna do some heel toe rocks. So just rocking back and forth on the heels, and then a few pogo hops, right? So we're just bouncing off the ground, practicing for some, I'm sorry, not heel toe, not pogo hops, standing leg swings, right? That's it. Pogo hops is coming up. I was thinking about Megan, our double under thing for the weekend, right? Okay, next we're gonna get to our deload workout. So strength work first, 5 sets of 6 reps push press, 40 to 50% of your max push press, or 60 to 70% of your max shoulder press, because the push press is more efficient. And then superset the first 3 rounds with a 15-second left-right split stance Pallof press, and the inside foot is forward. Okay, so Pallof press is an anti-rotation core movement using the band for resistance. So what I'll do is I'll take my split stance with the band a little bit of tension on me. Front foot is on the inside, and then I'm pressing straight out and pulling back. Pressing straight out and pulling back. So it's 15 reps. You should feel more tension when it's out, less tension when it's near your body. When I'm done with 15, switch stance, switch sides, and out and back again. The width of my stance is important because I want to be balanced. So I don't want to be like standing on a tightrope where I'm lost for balance right there, but kick my back leg out, my right or my front foot out, so I've got a nice wide base there. Okay, on the last 2 rounds, so that was the Pallof hold or Pallof presses on the first 3 rounds. The 4th and 5th round is just a 30-second hollow hold, so shoulder blades off the ground, hips off the ground, right? And I'm just holding in whatever the most challenging position I can for 30 seconds. If I start to sag or have my back come off the ground, I'll pull in tighter, pull my knees and my elbows closer together to try to maintain that core position in the middle. When you finish with the 5 rounds of our strength work, so that will be 3 rounds of push press, 5 by 6 or 3 by 6 with the Pallof presses, and then 2 by 6 with the hollow hold, and all the weight should be about the same for the push presses. Then we're going into a partner 16-minute AMRAP, but it is at a deload pace, and we're gonna use the pace horse racehorse format. The pace horse means somebody just doing something continuously, and the racehorse would be the one that is counting up. Okay, so the pace horse is row or bike 4 calories, right? And then the racehorse is 4 burpees, 6 ring rows, 8 ab mat sit-ups, 10 air squats, and then you switch. Okay, so let's say I have one partner on the rower, I'm starting on the exercises, 16-minute clock starts, 3, 2, 1, go. I start with 4 burpees, so all the way to the ground, back up to my feet, jump and clap 4 times through that. Next, I'll do my 6 reps of my ring row, so I'm over to my rings, ring rows, all the way back, all the way up, come out to my sit-up station, ab mat sit-ups, bottoms of my feet together, knees out to the side to disengage my hip flexors and make me use more of my abs on this one. All right, so 8 ab mat sit-ups. When I'm done with ab mat sit-ups, come up to my squats, 10 squats. When I finish my squats, I go over to my partner, tag partner. Partner does that sequence while I'm counting calories, okay? And that is it. And you guys can switch your cardio tools if you want to. You can switch from like rowing to biking to skiing to shuttle runs, etc. But just alternate every round. And then if you're doing it by yourself, no big deal. I would just like start on the calisthenics, see how long it takes you. If it takes you a minute and a half, then just row or bike or ski or whatever for a minute and a half, and just alternate back and forth for the duration of 16 minutes. Deload pace just means we should remain conversational the entire time. It should never be so far in the pain cave that you're having to force yourself to keep going. It should just be a steady, smooth pace throughout. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you guys for our Tuesday deload workout. Thanks.